Okay, hey, this is the beginning of my podcast. Um, it's called, you already know what it's called, but I always say fake celebrity interviews, not real, didn't happen, and other stuff. So there's 5 sections to the podcast, and this is the beginning, the first section. The first section I call one joke, one story. So basically, I tell one joke. It's just a joke I made up. Like, I don't judge the joke or try to pick my best ones. And I tell one story. And the story, what happens with the story is, um, a few years ago, I did a Fringe Festival show, and it was called "The Stupid Is Good," and I would, I wrote down these, I used these stories of my life, and wrote, did them in the show. So I have a binder full of these stories and, interesting stuff that I thought of that, and yeah, so I go through that. Okay, let's do the joke first. Okay. You won't believe my parents. Um, they put pressure on me. You know how parents put pressure on you to be great. Well, they, I'm pretty sure they wanted me to be a hockey player. My name, they named me Gretzky Tanaka. Now, that puts a lot of pressure on. I played hockey as a kid, but I'm not that good. I never became a hockey player. I had to change my name to what it is now, but it used to be Gretzky Tanaka. Okay, that's the joke. Okay, that's a stupid joke. I told you, just whatever I think, a joke that I think of, I'm going to do. But it doesn't even make sense. And if you don't know anything about hockey, you don't know who Gretzky is. Wayne Gretzky. Okay, that's the joke. Okay. Good enough. Okay, story time. Okay. One thing I have to tell you before I tell this story. I kind of eat fast. I was on a lunch break and I had McDonald's meal. I had fries. I guess I was eating my fries wrong because a small piece of fry got caught up my nose. I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes when I eat fast, small bits of food goes up my nose through the back of my throat and gets stuck there. I told my friend what happened. I don't know if he believed me. I was hanging out with my friend, and after about an hour or so, I coughed or something like that, and it dislodged the fry, and the piece of fry ended up back in my mouth. I reminded my friend about the fry, and then I opened my mouth and showed him the piece of fry. I kind of grossed him out. That's the story. Okay. Yeah, I was working with my friend. We went to McDonald's, and it went up. And then like an hour later, I would like, it was coming back down, and then it came back down into my mouth. Okay, that's the story. I didn't say that they were anything good. These stories were good. I didn't tell you that these stories were good. Okay, on to the next section. Okay, we've come to the next section, and this is the main section. This is basically the reason I did this podcast, was for this section. Okay, it's called the fake celebrity interview. So, today we fake interview. We don't interview, but we interview, but we don't interview. Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick is our star. No, she isn't our star, but anyways. Okay, well, let's get started. Okay. Hello, Anna. Thank you for coming in.
No problem. Do you always start so early?
I believe in working early in the day and finishing early.
What time do you get home?
I get home around 3 o'clock.
Then you sit at home and drink beer for the rest of the day until you can't drink anymore, then fall asleep in a drunken stupor?
For your information, I don't touch the stuff.
Do you mean beer or alcohol altogether?
Altogether, what about you?
I can get drunk on 3 beer. That's the truth.
Really?
Look at me. I'm 5 foot tall and weigh less than 150 pounds.
They call you a cheap date.
No, I don't think you have that right.
I could be wrong about that. Let's move on.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I have to applaud you. You used your talent to get noticed and it worked. You couldn't rely on your looks to get movie roles, so you used your talent of singing and some acting skill to bag your roles.
Thank you, I think.
You're better than Kaylee Cuoco or like Halle Berry. You achieve your goals without beauty.
That is such a backhanded compliment. You know that, right?
What? I'm saying you're talented.
You are also implying that I'm not good looking.
Well, you're not.
Wow, that wasn't a backhanded compliment, but a slap in the face insult.
Sorry. Do you think you're pretty?
No,
I rest my case.
wait, I'm not finished. No, I am not pretty, but I am not ugly. Pretty in my own way.
Oh, I see.
What do you see?
It's what average girls live their lives. They are satisfied with their looks, so it doesn't impact their decision.
What?
There are pretty girls that don't use their looks. There are girls that are pretty and use their looks to get ahead. Then there are girls that are average looking and they dwell on it and it brings them down. Then there are average looking girls don't care that they are average and it doesn't hold them back. You are in the last category.
You missed the category.
What's that?
There are girls that are average looking and they look in the mirror and see a confident, smart, pretty, put together girl that in that mirror and they can conquer anything.
That's you?
Yes, that's me, and there's millions of girls like me.
Touché.
Let me tell you this. There are a million more roles in Hollywood for average looking girls than there are for ultra pretty girls.
Sure, true, but those roles are in the back and don't pay $25 million.
I've made a pretty good career with my, as you say, average looks.
Yes, I said that earlier. You used your talents in singing and acting to carve out a nice career for yourself.
Thank you. You're an asshole.
Your roles the roles where you are singing and acting did quite well in the box office.
Yes, they were big hits.
If you don't sing, your movies are shit.
Don't say that.
The Pitch Perfect movies and Trolls movies are the only hits, and those are the ones you sing in.
I'm a good actor.
Nobody cares about your acting. They want to hear you sing. I love Trolls, by the way.
I have to disagree. What do you know anyways?
All the information is on the internet. Did the Pitch Perfect movies make over $1 billion?
Maybe. It's close, I think.
I watched the Pitch Perfect movies. I actually bought the DVDs. I was so disappointed.
Why? They were good movies.
I think what happened was I heard they were so good, and then when I saw them, they didn't impress me. The hype destroyed my viewing of the movies.
I see. Maybe you should watch them again. They are really good movies.
I should give them another chance.
What would be really great would be if they were re-released in the movies. If they re-released the movies in cinema, and then you could get a greater impression of the movie.
I don't think that will ever happen, but if they do, I will buy a ticket for sure.
Maybe I can get that to happen.
How are you doing? How are you going to do that?
I can make some calls.
Let's move on to something that has been on my mind.
Shoot.
I looked up your net worth on the internet. It says you have a net worth of $50 million. That can't be true, is it?
No, I don't have that much money.
Either the internet had made a mistake or you are not coming clean with me. Do you have a net worth of over $50 million?
That would be nice, but sadly, no. My net worth is probably around half that.
That's still more than I would have guessed. You're not a big enough brand. You're not big enough to brand yourself, and your only income is from movies. How much did you make from Pitch Perfect?
I'm not answering that.
I say you made $25 million for the 3 Pitch Perfect movies, and another $25 million total for the rest of your movies. Is that close?
Maybe not.
I'm going to quit asking. Clearly, you're avoiding the question.
Maybe not.
I hate to judge you, but I have a feeling you live a dull life.
Did I tell you you're an asshole?
Yes, you did already.
Asshole.
I think you just sit at home and watch Netflix and you probably eat sensibly. You sit alone in the dark. I never hear about you out and about in the city. I remember seeing you on the red carpet with Justin Timberlake. I only see you when you are promoting a new movie or something.
That's how I like it.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should buy a Lamborghini.
Why the hell do I need a sports car?
Because you can.
Newsflash. I don't have a driver's license.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Okay, get your license, then get a Lamborghini.
That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my entire life. My entire life.
I just want you to live life greatly.
I'm fine the way I am, thank you.
I heard a rumor you were dating Zac Efron. Is that true?
No comment.
If that is true, then good on you.
Whatever.
It makes sense that Zac would date you now.
I don't want to know this, but why would he date me now?
Well, his celebrity is on the way down and yours is on the way up. In his heyday, he would never date someone like you.
I think there is less to do with about who is more famous and our status.
So you did date him?
If I did, it was a mutual fondness that would bring us together.
He's not as hot as when he was younger.
That I can agree on.
Question. Did you give him a blowjob?
You're sick.
I asked that of all my female guests.
Have you heard the joke about the little person?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, this is a joke. What did the guy like best about his little person girlfriend?
What?
She didn't have to get on her knees to give him a blowjob.
Okay, that was okay. Offensive to little people, but okay.
It's a stupid joke. I heard it a few years ago.
I don't think you should tell that joke. If it was funnier, then yes, but no.
I didn't make the joke. I'm just telling it.
Fine.
I don't think it even makes sense.
So, what are you working on now? A new movie coming out soon?
I don't have a movie coming out, but I'm working on something groundbreaking. I don't know if I should be talking about it at this stage.
Please inform us of your work. What are you doing?
Well, I have started a new venture into space exploration.
Really?
Yeah, my team and I are working on equipping humanity for a trip to colonize Mars.
No way. Really? How?
We don't have the resources to actually build a rocket to make the trip to Mars, but one of my friends is an architect and another friend is an engineer. The three of us started a company. Basically, we create blueprints and mock-ups of what we would need to travel to Mars.
What do you do with the blueprints?
Well, the company is only 2 years old. We only work on it in our spare time, but we created a blueprint which we thought was viable, so we sent it to NASA. They took a look at it and rejected it. That process took over a year.
When NASA rejected it, what did you do then?
We just started again. I don't think NASA wants us to tell them how to do things, so it's a really uphill battle. We can't get anything built unless NASA is on board and helping us.
Maybe you could reach out to Jeff Bezos.
That sounds like a good idea. I don't think even Jeff has enough money to build what we need.
I don't think NASA has the resources either. It's a colossal project. You might be wasting your time.
That's what people probably said to Elon Musk when he was trying to build his reusable rockets.
You're probably right. Good luck then. Maybe one day you'll build it and become a billionaire like Elon.
I don't care about the money. I want to help humanity reach its potential.
That is amazing. Good luck and Godspeed. This was truly eye-opening. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. Thanks for not calling me pretty.
What?
I'm being sarcastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna Kendrick. Yeah. Okay. That's the end. I don't have anything else to say. But, okay. Let's move on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. And this section I call Emails from the Stars. Basically, emails are sent out to the stars. They're not sent out. And they ask questions to the celebrities. Don't ask questions. And they respond when they don't respond. And then I read them out. Okay, that's basically it. Here we go. Greg P. asks Jay-Z, have you ever killed a man? Oh. Here's Jay-Z's answer. I'm not going to answer that question. The streets were hard for me. I had to do what I had to do to survive. Life is tough for a black man. I'm just glad I had my music to dive into. Music saved my life. If I didn't have music, I would still be dealing right now, or I would be in my grave. I have no ill will towards dealers. They have to do what they have to do. I had to pay off my dealer boss to get him off my back when he heard I was making over $10 million. He threatened to kill me if I didn't pay him. I know he was serious. It was not the first time he has killed someone. I paid him $1 million. He was satisfied. I haven't heard from him since. That is all. Ooh, okay. That's serious talk there. Okay, I do too. Sometimes I do too, sometimes I don't. Okay, this is a fake email, celebrity email. Oh, this is from online guy. Gamer220 asks, I heard a rumor that the NFL Super Bowl is rigged. What do you have to say about that? Tom Brady didn't earn his rings. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes is the answering this email. I don't know if I said that earlier. That's Patrick Mahomes, anyways. I've heard that rumor before, and it just bewilders me how people can come up with this shit. We are all hardworking athletes. We train for battle. If it was rigged, someone would have exposed it by now. Maybe it seems unreasonable or impossible for Tom Brady to win 7 rings, but nothing is impossible. I plan to work my ass off, and I'm going to win 8 Super Bowl rings. Mark my words. I said it. Stop with all this nonsense. I heard a rumor that the NFL paid Taylor Swift to date Travis Kelce. Total bullshit. I heard a rumor that Donald Trump is an alien. I'm not a big Trump supporter, but that's crazy. The Super Bowl is not rigged, but that's just my expert opinion. It would be too hard to get everyone on board with that notion. If I found out that it was rigged, I would be the first person to expose them. It's not rigged. Good day. Okay. He doesn't think it's rigged. And it'd be pretty impossible to rig it. But 7 rings for Tom Brady. If it's rigged, it was rigged in Brady's favor. Okay. That's done with that section. 2 emails I do. On to the next section. Okay, next section. This section we call reading children's books backwards. Basically, that's exactly what it is. I get books from the library and I read them backwards. I start from the back and I read to the front. Okay, let's get started. This is going to be a simple book, I think. It's about animals. Okay, here we go. Goodbye, choo-choo on the track. See you later. We'll be back. And there's a boy and his father, I guess. And the choo-choo is a train. Goodbye, zebras, hippos too. Goodbye, new friends at the zoo. And they're on the little tram. And there's a hippopotamus and the zebras. Time to go. Okay, they have like those old. The boy and the father have those hats where the like safari guys would wear. Okay, anyways, eat a hot dog, see a show. Grandpa's tired. Oh, it's Grandpa. It's not his father. There's a hot dog stand. Okay, next page. We count 10. Okay, and hairy warthogs in a pen, muddy, cruddy, and then on 2 pages. And then there's 10 warthogs. And they're looking at them at the zoo, I guess. We count 9. Pink flamingos in a line, flapping, napping. And there's flamingos. And they're in water. Low level water. That's just shallow water. And they're looking at it. Okay, let's go. We count 8. Hello, spiders in a crate. Very scary. Oh, the rhyming still works, even though half of the rhyme is on one page and the other half is on the other. So there's spiders in a cage. The boy is nervous. He's hiding behind his grandfather's leg. We count 7. Eagles sleeping close to heaven. Resting, nesting. There's eagles in a pen. They're walking. Okay. We count 8. Scaly lizards. Color tricks. Licking, sticking. And there are lizards. And they're looking at them. We count 9. Penguins marching, penguins dive. We've done 9. We count 5. Penguins marching, penguins dive. Why did I say 9? Waddle, toddle. Okay. We count 4. Watch me, lions, can roar. Growling, prowling. And there's 4 lions. We count 3. Baby gators snap at me. Sneaking, peeking. Okay. The rhyme works even though it's on 2 separate pages and I'm reading it backwards. We count 2. Pretty parrots, green and blue. Talking, squawking. There's that? Okay. We count 1. Hello, black bear in the sun. Crunching, munching. Okay, here we go. Brand new hats, a sunny sky. Grandpa is my favorite guy. That's Grandpa. I said it's the father at first, but I didn't know. They bought those safari hats. Okay. Let us through. I'm taking Grandpa to the zoo. 2 red tickets. And they're going to the zoo. They're just getting to the zoo now. And that's it. I screwed up a lot of times, but it's one take I take. I don't redo it. My sisters, Cindy and Laura, who live with me in our very own zoo. That's DS, is a dedication. And then the other dedication is for little Tito, the number 1. VP is a little acknowledgement. Let's see what... Okay, here we go. 2 at the Zoo by Dana Smith, illustrated by Valerie Patrone. Dana Smith. Okay, and that's that. Okay, on to the next section. Okay, this is the last section. This section I don't like very much, and I just added because I thought of doing it, so now I'm doing it. So if you want to end the watching video now, that's fine. The section I call Tik Tok Zero. So what I do is I go through TikTok on my phone, and I look for a video that has 0 likes and 0 comments, and then that's when I stop. Then I add a comment or I give it a like, depending on what it needs, right? I'll do this for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. And then if I don't come up with something in 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm going to stop the searching. Okay, let's start. I'm going to put a timer on. Okay, live video. Pics. He's doing a...
Again, we're here.
Oh. This is a meme kind of thing. Oh, this guy. Vicus Malcani.
There's a wonderful teacher called Greg Braden.
I listen to a lot of my algorithm it shows a lot of inspirational and advice videos. Okay, another live free commercial. Oh, here we go. 0 comment. Okay. It only took less than a minute. Okay, I don't know what I should comment. What should I comment? I don't know. I don't know what to comment. I'll just put little smiley faces. How's about that? I'm just going to put smiley faces. Let me look for a different smiley face. I'm going to put little smiley faces here. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Okay, that's the section finished. The video's over. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. Thanks for watching, I guess. Okay, signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.